with Native Americans, like,
but
there's a suicidal epidemic, there's opioid epidemics, their publications are being taken out, like,
but this is a lot of shit something that the organization can control, can condone, and we're at a point in society now that we're acknowledging the things that we're doing wrong, and we can do things. I mean, look, for instance, with Washington right now, out of everything they have done wrong, especially just this year, they have done one thing right. At least that is one thing right with hiring a black president. This is something that the Chiefs have power to at least evaluate. And it's just too easy to be like, okay, we acknowledge this and we're doing nothing, to where, okay, we can do something. It may not be easy, it may not be completely PC, but we can actually do something about it. And I think that's just actually where everything in our society is going now, because for years, like you put it, you know, if it's offensive to somebody, it's offensive, whether it be the majority or minority. And it's something I believe that now that they are Super Bowl champions, it's the right thing to do.
Yeah, the leaders in the community. Like, instead of going with the Chiefs and the Indian garb, why don't you lean into we're chefs? Lean into that aspect, because there was like a huge part of the fan base, especially on Madden, and you create a fan, and they were chefs. It was either the chef or like the Native American garb. Right. And I'm like, why don't you lean into the chef thing? Because your coach is fat, has lap band, and loves barbecue. Like, lean into that shit.
Well, I think it might be worse if they're doing the tomahawk chop with a cooking knife, man. That's just like stabbing.
But I mean, it's Kansas City.
I mean, I see both sides of it. I just worry that, like,
it's a symbolic gesture.
We've already done so much to Native Americans that it's like,
I mean, it's part of our history, yeah.
It's like, now we're just gonna completely write them off, like, just forget about them.
That's not for that's I don't think that's how they would want to be remembered, because when they do come out and talk in public, their representatives, they're not dressed like that at games. No, and at least if you're gonna have somebody do it, acknowledge the history of the tribe and everything else.
Yeah, there's ways to honor them. I mean, like, I'm from Mexico.
Florida State does a better job.
Yeah. Hey, my home state, New Mexico, we're very highly populated with Native Americans, and we honor it, and mainly we're just covered in turquoise.
Yeah,
and that's really the culture. But there's different ways to honor a culture, and there's many ways to insult a culture.
But I mean, if we really get into it, I mean, even like, what the fuck is a chief? Like, we don't know what tribe that is. Like, so I mean, at least with the Seminoles, we know what tribe that is. Chiefs. It's just a generic term,
because it was a.
So I don't know. I don't know if that makes. I don't know if that makes it more racist or less racist, but I don't know. I just feel like the damage is already done, and it's kind of like,
I get what you're saying, but like, okay, look at the San Jose Spartans. They're not using the Spartans, and they're not using the little hand gesture that they found out was a white supremacist hand gesture, the little fork up thing. Technically, the OK symbol was a white supremacist hand gesture, which is kind of shitty because I've done it before, and I'm like, wait, what? Seriously?
Well, Arizona State makes a symbol that can be justified as something else, too.
Yep, you know? The forks up, I'm just like, I
didn't say that in college.
Like, yikes. I guess you guys are going to go work on that. But, I mean, if somebody realizes they're doing something to you that's offensive and they stop, that's a start. Like, one day you'll stop wearing that offensive ass Clipper hat.
We'll see how it goes.
Oh my
God. One day
you slipped that in. Oh my God!
I've been waiting. As soon as I saw him, I was like, he's been wearing that hat.
Just an hour in. I'm surprised it took that long.
For 3 weeks, he's been wearing this fucking hat or a shirt. And by the way, your shirt looks tight too. Looks tight around the collar. Maybe it's just the little wrap thing, but take that fucking hat off.
All right, Browns owner Jimmy Harlem supports Baker and the team. Well, you have Harlem here, so my bad. It is Haslam.
I definitely did put Harlem, but you went back and edited after me.
I did not edit your shit. Anyways, you edited mine because I just put Browns owner.
Yeah, because it was vague.
Yeah, it was just like Browns owner. I just put Browns owner kneeling. That's a slug.
They're shit, though. The Browns are shit, so you got to be specific.
Anyways, so Browns owner Jimmy Haslam. Oh, now Siri's writing on the rundown.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah. Anyway, so he supports Baker and the team kneeling. Is that a touchdown or a turnover?
I mean, I noticed that he said Baker first and then the rest of the team. So, Jimmy, shut your ass. I don't trust any old dude named Jimmy. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they probably need a new one.
You got some weird energy about you. There's maybe like one or two. Like Jimmy Johnson's cool, but he did some asshole stuff. But like, do you really know any person named Jimmy older than the age of 65 that you trust? That name doesn't age well.
No, it doesn't. David Caldwell, Jacksonville Jaguars general manager, calls rumors of trading Yannick Njoku.
You just gave up. You didn't even try. Ngukwe? You could have just like...
It's challenging, man.
There's no... like you said it like Goku. That's not even his name. I'm pretty sure Yannick and David Njoku? Something like that. Fuck it. We'll just give you the point. I'm pretty sure like Yannick and David Njoku aren't even the same part, from the same part of Africa. So like you totally butchered their shit.
He called trade rumors erroneous.
Erroneous. Oh my god! You're PR, my guy.
Bro, why would you fucking put that in there?
There was the slug.
You didn't put quotes in it.
It was the slug.
You didn't put a quote around it.
It's in the story though.
But you didn't put. So you should have put a quote around it.
It was in the story, and
you should have put a quote around it.
You should have learned to say it. You had like 6 hours to look at erroneous.
Anyways.
Oh my god.
He says he said there's no trade rumors, no trade being worked out yet. Is that a touchdown or a turnover?
It's a turnover because he also said in that same story
about Jalen Ramsey.
It was a funny ass news brief. He was like, I wish somebody would have told me if he was getting traded. I was like, why do you sound like a black mom right there? I wish somebody, so you just bring people to my house? I was like, damn, okay. He gets some snap and pizzazz to that answer.
NFL is talking about potentially having a bubble for its postseason. Is that a touchdown or a turnover? It's a turnover. Are we even going to make it to the fucking postseason?
Are we even going to make it to the season? Fam, like...
Bro, I don't even know when the season starts. Like, I had to look it up today. I was like, when does the fucking season start?
You told me 2 weeks. I was like, are you sure? I don't know.
No, I looked it up. Yeah, it's in like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I was like...
In theory.
I was like, we literally missed the whole preseason.
Like, I had to look when college football starts. I was like, when the fuck does college football
It already started unofficially?
Yeah. Well,
it's supposed to.
It's supposed to start this
West
weekend,
Virginia's going to actually play their opener with fans, I think.
Wow, makes sense. I mean, they all... Never mind. I was going to make a really bad coal miner joke, but I'm just going to take the high road.
We are so political this
It's one thing to have a black... It's one thing to have a black heart. It's a whole other thing to have a black lung. That's not funny.
Ouch.
Jesus Christ, we're getting canceled after this.
You can't cancel me, bro. You don't cancel me. My mom didn't cancel me when I was born. You can't cancel me.
The NFL says they're going to be pumping fan noise into the stands for the teams that aren't going to have fans.
I almost thought you were going to say fentanyl.
Or a turnover.
I don't know why I thought you were going to say fentanyl. Just to make it interesting.
Carbon monoxide?
Just to be like, let's make this interesting. What if NFL teams just pumped laughing gas into the stadiums?
Are you going to pump Raider fans fighting each other?
No, they just
Raiders
do that.
fans fighting other Raiders fans in
That's Vegas, though. People are going to be drunk, fighting, and having sex in the bathrooms.
They're not going to just be drunk. They're going to be high off their ass.
They're going to be drunk, high, and probably having sex in the bathrooms in the stadium.
Because the bathrooms won't be fucking flooded, so they'll be able to do that.
There won't be shit and feces everywhere. It'll be a good footing. They're going to be doing wild shit in these bathrooms. Vegas is a wild place. I saw like some really grimy shit in the video on Twitter.
It's gonna be too fucking hot to be doing all that, though.
Stay out the swimming pools in Vegas. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
Man, that stadium in 2 years is gonna look like something out of Mad Max. Believe me.
And they're sponsored by Modelo. I'm just like,
oh, man, it's gonna be interesting.
Oh, I want to social distance, but I love drinking Vegas and excuses to be socially drinking.
Cheerleaders and mascots are expected to be gone from the field. Is that a touchdown or a turnover?
I'm starting to realize I don't really like mascots.
Wow. Just because the Kings mascot got canceled?
Have you ever been a mascot?
Have I? I might have been unofficially.
I'll tell you what.
My friend has been.
If you get to be a mascot and nobody knows it's you, game's on, dude. It's fun. You get to fuck with everybody. I mean, my dream is to be one of those mascots that just floors a 12-year-old over during halftime. I mean, does that not sound like fun to you?
Just super kick the shit out of somebody's grandma.
But yeah, the LA Kings mascot just got canceled because he was doing inappropriate things.
Yeah, see? Like, there's a dirty mascot culture. He was talking like...
It wasn't me.
Are you sure, Shaggy?
Right.
Ruh-roh.
Shout out to the Horned Frog mascot, wherever he is. Hope he's good.
You realize licking toads is bad, right?
Oh, God.
He just looks like that How to Train My Dragon.
He really does. Like Thank you for finally saying that. He doesn't look like a toad at all. He's a fucking dragon. They're like, actually, that's cooler, and Disney won't sue us.
I think that's Universal. DreamWorks.
Either way. I feel like Disney would find a way to sue just to get in on the lawsuit, just to get in on the settlement.
And last one, Ohio State QB Justin Fields created a petition to get the Big Ten to reverse their decision on canceling the season. It's only been 4 days, but is that a touchdown or a turnover?
Go ahead and read off that number also, because I attached a picture.
So far, his petition has 290,753. Fuck, I can't even read numbers.
I was about to say, when you took that deep breath, I was like, oh, shit. This is downhill.
This is why journalists round up. He has 291,000 signatures.
Man, breathing.
See how much easier that was to say?
That's the most American thing I've ever heard.
How did you mouth breathe through reading a fucking number that was in number form in front of your face?
Bro, even when I'm writing checks, I'm like, oh, God, don't fuck this up. I'm like, proofread. I'm like, oh, God, don't fuck this up.
Do you put lines through your sevens and think they're ones and then go, fuck, I can't go back?
Nah, don't do that. That's doctor lingo.
Yeah, I don't know why people put lines through their sevens. It's really annoying. But honestly, I'm sorry the way you...
Is it a touchdown or a turnover?
It's a turnover. Kind of like how you read it. It's like, yeah, you did it. You got it done. But what the fuck is that going to do? I'm sorry, but what have petitions ever really done?
Sure.
Actually, I like mascots more than I like petitions.
Because you have a different way to think about it now. Halftime.
Mascots actually get shit done.
Mascots get more shit done than petitions. There you have it.
And
that's the title.
Yeah. And politicians. Damn, are mascots the best politicians?
Yeah.
And politicians are the worst mascots ever? Because we can see them? Damn.
All right, so should we close out the show?
Actually, you forgot one.
Which one?
The impact of Jason Wright being hired.
I feel like we already talked about that.
Like, we touched on it, but... Yeah, I'll save it for my rant.
All right, so... As you know, we wrap up the show with our unnecessary toughness rants.
Oh, my God.
This is our 1 to 2 minutes where you're able to speak your piece, say what's on your mind, say whatever you want to leave the listeners with, say whatever you didn't get to say, whatever. The floor is yours. So tonight we'll start with the lady at the table, Izzy. This is your 1 to 2 minutes. Just say whatever you want to say.
You can take 2 minutes.
Go for it.
Okay. I pulled up Spotify right away, so I'm going to give you guys some good music to listen to, okay?
All right, cool.
Always, Mac Miller is in the playlist. Vince Staples.
Okay.
Love him. I'm excited.
Very Long
that
Beach.
Vince Staples is going to come up in the Long Beach podcast next week. Long Beach is not a part of LA, except for it's part of LA County, but it's not LA, you know? That is what I'm leaving tonight with. Fuck Trump 2020, and I'm out.
Oh, okay. Nice and sweet. I like it.
Graceful. She didn't even eat the whole minute.
Eric, never mind.
Your hat's too tight. Seriously, his hat is really fucking tight.
Like, we said already too many controversial shit on this show. I'm just going to let that one go.
Should I round about how surprised, how little you guys talked about Lakers and Clippers today?
Because we're both 1-1.
Yeah, I know.
Both underwhelming.
Yeah. Or Porzingis. Jesus Christ.
I assumed the Lakers
Yeah,
won.
they smoked them, I think.
Yeah, they were winning.
I don't have much to say other than it is fucking hot outside, guys.
Yes, sir.
So you guys just be nice to people. You know, it's hot. Everybody's cranky. We're all stuck inside right now. So just be nice to each other.